Welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by. You caught me typing there. Hope you're doing well and love being here with you. I enjoy it immensely. It is the premier event of my life to do this show. Okay?
I like that.
It is. This is it. This is it.
You know, some people just walk through it, and you're not that guy. So.
No, we're not mailing anything in, brother. We love doing the show, and we love you for being there, and we're grateful. There's a lot to do. We talked about children dying. Yeah. We talk about serious things on this show, and your health and your wellness and your well-being are serious matters. And we try to provide the best evidence. Lawyers often talk about the best evidence. Well, in the world, there's evidence-based nutrition, too. There's evidence-based health. We try to get the best evidence so that you can make the best decisions and choices about your health, wellness, and well-being. Whatever the therapy might be, whatever the principle, the concept, the theory, all that we talk about. It'll be, what? It'll be 14 or 15 years in May. We went on the air in 2005. Stephen. So,
14.
a long time. We have over 5,000 hours of airtime.
Right.
That's remarkable. That blows me away, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Blows me away.
There's people that we know in this industry that can't say that.
I know. And it's because of the audience. If you weren't there, we wouldn't be here. So this is my way of saying thank you very much. We appreciate it. There's always room for improvement. I'm the first one. If I got a tattoo, that would be it. Room for improvement.
I want to say hi to Donna Fletcher, who's watching us on Facebook this morning.
Okay, Donna. Since you brought it up, why don't you share with the audience how they can do that?
You can connect with us toll-free at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us, like us, share us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel where everything is archived and put up there by date and closed caption for the hearing impaired at Let's Talk Nutrition. And you will see playlists now. Playlists are going to be appearing on there.
You have to explain what that means.
Playlist for our brands, our sponsors. We're going to start putting up their videos to their playlists. So if you like today, our guest on today is with Shanto. How do you say her name? Because I always mispronounce her name. Shanto Tharok? How do you say
I don't know who we have.
From Natural Factors?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it'll be under Natural Factors playlist.
Okay. So each company then, or each sponsor has a playlist.
Yes.
It's Renew Life today.
Oh, it's Renew Life today. Okay.
Maggie. It's Maggie.
All right. I'm looking at the wrong one for next week.
All right.
Yeah, Maggie Johnley. So it'll be under Renew Life.
Yes.
For the playlist.
There are some, serious things going on here. The CDC, and I got into this groove about pathogenic microorganisms. And turns out in my coursework, that's in my pathology class, that's a big deal. And I've learned a lot, and I'm always eager to share. But in relation to that, that's why I've lighted on these stories that are trending, and to give you a heads up and for you to beware. The CDC now confirms the first death related to yet another salmonella outbreak linked to raw turkey. Federal health officials on Thursday reported the first death in an ongoing salmonella outbreak linked to raw turkey. The CDC said death was in California but didn't have immediate details for the public. Since last November, okay? And I've been reporting on it. I haven't been reporting on this steadily since last November, but since last November, the CDC said 164 people have fallen ill in 35 states, with the most recent case being reported on October 20th. Nothing has been recalled yet, and it hasn't recommended that people avoid turkey. Okay. But it said it believes the outbreak is widespread and ongoing. Wait a minute. What? If you have an outbreak that's widespread and ongoing, I get, what is this, a friendly reminder? Is that what this is?
Mm.
And it reminded people to properly cook and handle turkey with Thanksgiving approaching. That's probably some of the relevance here for this story. Dr. Colin Bassler with the CDC said, we are still seeing this new illness being reported on a weekly basis. Let me understand this. This has been going on for weeks, months, I guess, whatever. And it's the depth and breadth of this issue, this raw turkey salmonella outbreak, is pretty significant, but they haven't issued any real warning, or haven't done any recalls. What are you saying? How can that be? I've seen them recall for less than this.
Because Thanksgiving's coming up, and it would put a huge budget crunch on the companies that sell turkey.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You believe that?
Yeah.
I don't get this. This does not make any sense to me. I have seen the CDC recall food for less of a threat than this.
Honey Nut Cheerios, remember they recalled them 2 weeks ago. I threw mine out. I didn't even look at the package. I just grabbed it.
There's 74 more cases now. Since the outbreak started, 164 people across 35 states. What are you saying, CDC? 164 cases. This has been going on since October in 35 states, and there have been no recalls. And now there's 74 more cases with the last update. Since the last update, 63 people have been hospitalized. 1 death is reported in California. Illness in the outbreak began November 20th, I was totally wrong. It began November 20th, 2017. The outbreak strain of salmonella has been found in various raw turkey products, including ground turkey, turkey patties, as well as in turkey pet food and live turkeys, no less, indicating what? It might be an issue. For heaven's sake. A single common supplier of raw turkey products, they report, has not been identified in connection with the outbreak. My question is, why not? Why not? You guys have been able to track. They are the best detectives for this. No, there's no agency better. The investigation is ongoing, the CDC said. This is timely. You're right. Thanksgiving is now upon us, and we got this raw turkey salmonella outbreak that's been going on since last November.
Up by me, we have a huge poultry farm, and they import a lot of their food, the actual chicken's food, from out of state. They bring it in from out of state.
The feed for the chicken.
Feed. And they don't wash those trucks that brings in the feed. You know that, right?
Well, they're only chickens.
Right.
Right? That's the thinking. You don't need to wash the truck. They're just chickens.
Okay. See, I get it now that you say that. All right. Okay.
We'll be back.
Are you waking? Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk. Thanksgiving's coming. Turkey's on the menu, and we have a salmonella outbreak. This has been going on with raw turkey. One person has died. Scores of people have been sick, and they have not been able to find Ground Zero or the company or companies or the source of this outbreak. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Be mindful. Make sure you cook the turkey very, very well. And when you cut the turkey on any kind of cutting board, you need to wash the cutting board down before you use it again for anything else.
What people should wash the cutting boards with?
I use antiseptic dish soap.
Oh, okay.
Simple as that.
Antiseptic dish soap.
What I use. Antibacterial. All the companies make them. I find that helpful.
I've never even thought of that.
You have to wash it down, man, because transfer that bacteria onto the whatever else onto the knife, onto the other food, at your salad, whatever. People can get sick. So this is just keep it in the back of your mind during this holiday season. When I was a boy growing up, rabies was a big deal. People getting rabies. And if you got bit by a rabid dog, then you had to go and get these shots, and it was supposed to be terrible. We had a couple of incidences I remember in our neighborhood where kids were bit by rabid dogs. And we were always concerned about that growing up. Now, for decades now, there has been no concern because of medical technology and advancement and whatnot. Well, guess what? A Utah man, 55 years of age, became the first state's first rabies death since 1944. I'm reporting on this because it's such an odd story. A 55-year-old Utah man has become the state's first rabies fatality since 1944. That's 73, 74 years ago. After a weeks-long struggle with the infection that first presented as neck and back pain, his name was Gary Giles of Moroni, died on Sunday after a series of medical tests and transfers landed him in the intensive care unit at Intermountain Medical Center. Poor guy. He's sitting there with his granddaughter. Wow. That's a shame. In this day and age, it's I don't know. Giles' widow, Juanita, said that the pair frequently allowed bats, are you ready for this, to land on their hands and lick their fingers because they didn't know they were infected with rabies. She told KSL.com that she has woken up in the night to find them walking on the couple's head or bed. Probably on their head, too. What would you be doing that? Why would you do that?
I'm stunned. That's something I wouldn't even do.
So dangerous.
I'm not a big fan of having wild animals as
No,
pets.
man. No. Absolutely not.
I know somebody who has a possum
No.
that they caught. It wasn't like
No.
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes. Hand up, yes. On the
Please,
oath.
please let the animals alone. They're doing just fine.
Do you take a possum and can you get
No.
vaccinated? I mean,
No. The answer is no to every question you're asking me. No. It's a no.
I'm not trying to be funny, but there's
No, it's not funny.
There's an article about it, so that means people are actually doing it.
The bats never hurt us, she said. We were always catching them in our hands and releasing them outside because you'll hear them all the time and how bats are good for the insect population and you don't want to hurt them. I understand, ma'am, but please, let's go to Tampa, Florida. Bill, welcome to the show.
First, I got two things. First of all, on the rabies thing, they're being kind. What happened was he and his wife were in an airport, and they saw a celebrity over there, and they wanted to meet. And he shook hands with that celebrity, and it was Kim Kardashian.
Oh, you're terrible, man. Oh, what's the matter with you, man?
We need some humor today, Doc. As far as the holidays and everything going around, you love studies. There's a study recently that even when you don't pay attention to the news, even when it's off in a distance, it drains your B vitamins. It raises cortisol. So to get ready for these holiday seasons, we've got enough with our families, but all this outside stuff too. and I'm sure you agree with me, if people will start taking their B vitamins, their B complex right now, loading up on that, and also keep a digestive enzyme around for when they have those big meals, and everything will go a lot smoother. But if you can only afford one thing, get that B complex, because even though you don't realize it, we're soaking in up all this toxins from the news and these things that are happening around us, and it's affecting our bodies. We're not set up to see and hear these kind of things on a continual basis.
I understand. And I report on it because I want to make people aware. I appreciate your suggestion. Kim Kardashian's a nice lady, man. What's the matter with you?
Mary from Oldsmar writes, she says, I love bats and having them around. She goes, I will not touch them. I pick them up with an object if I find them.
Leave the bats alone.
And the possums, or opossums, depending on how you like to say it. There's two different species. But they carry leprosy. So, Gary, your friends that have a possum, they've got leprosy now.
Yeah.
Stay away from them.
I grew up in the city. That's all I'm saying. I grew up in the city, and, I guess I see the world a little differently. I get the connection with animals, but that's going too far. Come back. We have a lot more to report. We have a great guest today, and I'm glad you're there. We'll be right back.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. In the lowlands of Bolivia, there is an indigenous people called the Tsimane. They are remarkable culture. They are an ancient culture. And scientists have to get permission to go and study them from the government. Then there have been a number of studies. National Geographic has published stories on them. They truly are a remarkable people. If I could, that would be one thing I would like to do, to be able to go and visit and to see. But they're very protected. They're the last of the hunter-gatherers. Man. They are indigenous of the lowland Bolivia, living in municipalities of Samborá, San Ignacio de Moxos, and Santa Ana de Yacuma, and some other places that I can't pronounce. They are the main residents of the Tsimane Council Territory, as it's called. There's a story trending. I bring them up. We can learn from them in a lot of ways. I bring them up because there's a story trending today about them, and they're being referred to. They got caught up in the story because they were reporting on the Amazonian diet, some Amazonian diet. I said, what are they talking about? And then when I said, oh, they're talking about the Tsimane. And cardiovascular disease, as a constellation of diseases, has dominated the death rolls for decades and decades. Coronary heart disease, in particular, is the leading cause of death. We are vulnerable to heart atherosclerosis. We are. Hundreds of thousands of people die every year from causes related to heart disease. It's remarkable. And our cardiovascular health is fragile. The heart is a remarkable pump. Humans couldn't design a pump to work that better and that efficiently for that long. But they said that there's a population from the Bolivian Amazon that seems to possess, they said, and I'm quoting, the secret to a life free of heart disease. According to the, this is interesting. Just give you some epidemiology on this heart disease business. 610,000 people die because of heart disease related problems in the U.S. every year. This according to the CDC. On a global level, cardiovascular diseases cause about 31% of all deaths around the world, alone, by themselves. The main modifiable risk factor, if you read my articles on coronary heart disease, you'll see I talk about modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors. There are modifiable risk factors that you can do something about. The one primary modifiable risk factor is diet. What do you know? The diet. The Shamani are remarkable in that they almost never, they reported, develop heart disease. Only very rarely do they have hypertension, unhealthy cholesterol levels, obesity, or type 2 diabetes. Why do you think that is? You think it's genetic? Or do you think it's diet and lifestyle? The researchers thought that one key factor, they said, in the Shamani seeming impervious to heart disease might be their diets. Well, you guys are, you're good. You don't have to be a very good nutritional detective to figure that out. They have been pretty much protected and haven't been too influenced by modernization and globalization. So far, so good. Their food tends to come from natural sources, not remarkably. Yeah, that's not remarkable to me, of course. They purchase very little produce from markets. They differ from their neighbors. There are some neighbors, the Mozitan people, with whom they share the same language but not the same diet and lifestyles. So you can bet your bottom research dollar that what? There are probably some investigators down there comparing those two ancient cultures. Unlike the Shamani, who are more sheltered, the Mozitan acknowledge outside influences. That's been an issue and has had an impact on their dietary habits as well as their lifestyles. And the Mozitan may also be more at risk for cardiovascular and metabolic diseases when compared to their, and I'm quoting, isolated cousins, close quote. There's a living experiment right there. These are both ancient cultures. One has stuck to the tradition. The Shamani are ancient. They are among the first and only very few existing hunter-gatherers and foragers. A Professor Michael Gervin, he said, our prior work showed that the Shamani have the healthiest hearts ever studied. So naturally, there's a lot of interest in understanding why and how, he said. So to understand what sets the Shamani apart and gives them this wonderful benefit of perfect heart health, it seems, all the way into old age, researchers have interviewed them about their daily dietary habits and lifestyle choices. This has been going on for some time. And again, you just can't say, oh, I'm a researcher, I'm going to go to the lowlands of Bolivia, and you have to get permission. They're not going to let you in. Dr. Gervin said that we conducted a detailed analysis of the Shamani diet and then compared it to what modern Americans typically eat, oh my, and to the diets that they claim to be healthy. They compared the Shamani's choices with those of the Mozitan, the people with whom they are most closely related. In total, the team spoke to 1,299 Shamani and 229 Mozitan people. and they compile detailed profiles. In the paper, it's published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. The researchers report that the Shamani's usual diet was high, are you ready? The C word, carbohydrates and protein, low in fat. Thank you very much. I feel vindicated. So much for no carb, these low carb, no carb. I never heard of a carb diet. Nonsense. It's nonsense. What kind of carbs are you talking about? Are you talking about processed carbohydrates? I'm with you 100%. Push them aside. Talking about the carbs derived from plants and grains and whatnot, I'm all in.
Feel tired, lethargic?
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. There is much we can learn. No, there's no doubt we can learn much from modern science and technology, all the data that we have. And, you know, I'm a researcher and I get it. But you know what? We can also learn from ancient cultures. And we have researchers trying to, I would give anything to be on a project where you go into the Amazon, for example, and study the shamane. I would love to be on a project like that. They are a remarkable culture. They represent our ancient ancestors. And there are very few of these cultures, these indigenous peoples left on the planet. Their diet is amazing. It's not all that complicated. They virtually have no heart disease. No hypertension, no type 2 diabetes, no metabolic syndrome. I mean, I just can't tell you how remarkable that is. And they don't have the conveniences of modern, really they don't. If you study them a little bit, you'll see right away. I have in my hand the actual study, the paper that I'm working off of here. What they discovered, these researchers discovered, it was a series of them: Kraft, Stieglitz, Trumbull, Martin, Kaplan, and Girvan, Michael Girvan, Dr. Girvan. What they found out was their diet was high calorie, about 2,433 to 2,700 calories per day. And it comprised 64%, are you ready? Carbohydrate. 64% of their diet is carbohydrate. 21% is protein, and 15% is fat. If you were to try and sell that diet today, if we came out with a Let's Talk Nutrition diet, and we would try to promote this percentage of macronutrients, we would fail in one day. Nobody would buy it. Nobody would be interested. Too many carbs, they would say. What's most surprising is the shamani do not appear to eat a variety of foods. This is kind of unique. Instead, the researchers report that their meals tend to gravitate around a few dietary choices and strategies, or staples. The researchers say about 2/3 of calories come from complex carbs, present in such foods as rice and plantain. Around 16% of their calories come from fish. They eat over 40 different species of fish, and another 6% from wild game. They do eat meat. They are not a vegan culture. They do eat meat. But notice what I said, only 6% is from game, and the other, 16% was from eating fish.
I didn't see where you said dairy.
No dairy. Mm-mm. I didn't see it either. Here's something else that surprised. So their diet is not diverse. It's high in calories, and it's high in carbohydrate, low in saturated fat, moderate in protein. Here's another feature of their diet. Given the lack of diversity, it is true that the Tsimane do not have many micronutrient deficiencies, which is very surprising. They do tend to run, they said, a little low on calcium and some vitamins, the fat-soluble vitamins, D, E, K. They absorb a lot of potassium, magnesium, and selenium, and the researchers think that those micronutrients are contributing a lot to their cardiovascular health, their wonderful cardiovascular health. They virtually have no heart disease. I'm knocked out by that. These nutrients, the researchers report, may boost the cardiovascular health, and the Tsimane consume them at levels higher, by far, they said, than than the typical amount present in North American diets. I'm not so shocked at that. Now, here's another key. I've been saying this for 14 years on this show. 14 years. The F word, fiber. Fiber. They eat almost twice as many fiber-rich foods as their cousins down the road, the Mozitan, another ancient culture, or U.S. populations. Twice sugar and salt to their diets. Well, you can start to kiss your health goodbye. They will not enjoy what they are currently enjoying. They will develop type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and all the other maladies of modern society. They will. How do I know? Because I've seen this phenomenon play out in other cultures. Every time modern not technology, but modern lifestyle is imported into these indigenous ancient cultures, it's over. They start to have the diseases of modern cultures.
They're probably not cooking with oil either.
Probably not. If it is, it's probably extracted from the plant somehow. I don't know much about that.
I was looking at some of the pictures of the cooking. It looked like it was a lot of stew-type boiling.
Mm-hmm. Professor Gervin, Dr. Gervin's concerned. The roads, they are improving the roads, and river transport is spread to motorized boats. What does that mean? They're not as isolated as they once were, so now they have contact with modern life, and that's not going to... I don't think in the end that'll serve them well. That's a shame. That's a shame. I hope the researchers can get all the data they can now. High carb, low fat, moderate protein diet, complex carbs, lots of fiber in their diet, not a lot of variety, but good staple basic foods. Sounds good to me.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, and I hope you're enjoying your Friday, end of the week. Hope you had a good week, and weekend's coming upon us, and you're doing well with your health, your wellness, and your well-being. I know that we got thousands of people that listen and watch this show every day across the U.S. and literally around the world since we stream out. I don't know how they find us, but boy, they do. And I know how difficult it is. You know, one advantage in having someone such as myself host this show, if you had somebody who's never been sick, you know, I've been fortunate. I've lived a very good life, and I've had great health up until a couple of years ago, as many of you know, when I got sick. And it was a transitional moment in my life, and it was a transformational moment. And it changed me in ways I'm trying to describe and share with you. And I understand how hard it is to fight for your health and then for your life. Many of you are doing that as I speak, and I know that. I know some of you. I don't know all of you, of course. I can't. And I just want to make you understand, make you mindful, and make you aware that I do get it. And when people come on to the show, or even I say, you know, do X, Y, and Z, or they recommend, it's easy to say. Sometimes it's very hard for people to implement even simple ideas and principles. It's very difficult. It can be very difficult. Like, for example, I was reporting on this story, and it's got me 100% intrigued, because it deals with one of our ancient ancestor cultures, if you will, the Shamani. They are in what's called nutrition transition. And a professor, Dr. Michael Gervin, along with some of his colleagues, did a 5-year study, and they're seeing a transition. Their culture is one that whereby their diet is very simple. And it was my way of trying to persuade you that I agree with the way they currently eat. It's a high carb, low fat, moderate protein diet. And the carbs are complex carbs. The diet is rich in rich in fiber, the other F word, no fat, low in fat, high in complex carbs. That automatically dials you into a high fiber diet immediately. You get in that fiber lane right away. Their diet, remarkably, is not constituted of a lot of different foods, although they eat about 44 different species of fish. 16% of their diet is fish, 6% is fat, 63% or so is carbohydrate. That's from memory, Gary.
That's pretty good.
I looked at that once, so I'm just telling you, I'm not senile yet. Yet. So that diet, and I urge people, what it is a whole food plant-based diet. Their diet is whole food plant-based, a little meat, no oil, it seems, or very little. However, they are in transition, and they are now being affected, and one might even say infected, by modern life. And they're now starting to eat more processed foods, foods high in fat. They've introduced lard, of all things, into their diet. The story is trending. They have virtually no heart disease, no type 2 diabetes, none of these, no obesity, no metabolic syndrome. Can you imagine if we lived in that kind of culture? Your insurance would go down. Medical insurance would decrease. The premium, we're so sick, that's the paradox. The sicker people get, the more out of reach insurance becomes, because the insurance companies can't make any money. People are too sick. If we lived in a culture where no obesity, no heart disease, no metabolic syndrome, no type 2 diabetes, my God, it would be I mean, it's even hard to imagine. Well, that's the way they currently are, but they're transitioning, and it doesn't look good. My guest is Maggie Johnley. It turns out that she works for a company that has one of the elements. They feature one of the elements that's featured in the Shamani way of eating and way of life, and that is fiber. They eat twice as much fiber as nearly any other culture. And I've been saying this for 14 years on this show. Fiber, fiber, fiber. And Renew Life has been with me a long time, many years. Maggie, welcome back to the show. Long time no see.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
My God, where have you been? Here and there?
I've been here and there. I've been in the trenches, you know.
Well, it's nice to hear your voice. I've missed you.
Aw, thank you. Nice to hear your voice, too, Dr. Garko.
Yeah, we were wondering, where'd Maggie Johnley go? And there you are, right before us. I'm glad you're doing. How's everybody at home? Everybody's good? Kids are good?
Kids are great. Yeah, thanks.
Good. I'm glad. So you hear me reporting on this story about the Shamani. The study, it's a brand new study. It's by Dr. Michael Gervin. He's the last author on the paper, but he's really the first author, I think. And it's entitled Nutrition Transition in Two Lowland Bolivian Subsistence Populations. And the Shamani is one of them. It's an interesting study, 5-year longitudinal study, very detailed. And they really uncover what we've known. It. There's been other studies on this ancient culture. These are hunter-gatherers, foragers. We've known before, but they've detailed that this study, the purpose was to show that they are in transition. So you hear me report on it. What's your take on it?
Oh, I love that kind of stuff. You know, I'm a big fan of those types of culture-related studies, like, you know, why did these people get sick and these people don't? And if nothing else, it can provide a little food for thought, no pun intended, with those of us really striving for the optimal diet. You know, just learning from what these folks are doing with their diets and how they become well.
The most common contemporary nutrition transition is from a diet of relatively diverse, low-fat, low-salt, high-fiber foods acquired via physically intensive labor to a low-diversity, low-fiber diet of refined and processed foods and calories, fat, salt, cholesterol, and sugar, close quote. That we are in that, we transitioned to that second part. That described that the first part of that quote was describing the Shamani. The second part describes modern cultures, that diet. And we are part of that world where we have a diet relatively diverse, low-fiber diet of refined and processed foods, high in calories, fat, salt, cholesterol, and sugar. That's us. That's why your company's in business, to help fill a void, a fiber void. It still hasn't. You know, I find it interesting that probiotics have made their way into mainstream. Fiber, to some extent, yeah, you got all these fiber products, but probiotics caught on like wildfire. Getting people to eat more fiber is not so easy, as you all know, Maggie. So we come back. What did you have on your mind, by the way?
Fiber's a good one to touch on.
That's a natural. Maggie Johnley, long time she hasn't been on the show. We're glad to have her back today. We're going to talk about fiber, and they have more fiber products than I have sense.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Longtime guest on Let's Talk Nutrition, Maggie Johnley, is back. She was doing other things. Now she's back. She's with Renew Life, and we're glad to have her back. I always enjoyed having her on. Maggie, welcome back to the show. Your company specializes in one of my favorite nutrients. Turns out that fiber is a carbohydrate. It virtually no calories. We can't digest it. It doesn't have a constellation of micronutrients in it. And people say, wait a minute, there's no energy derived from it. And people say, well, what good is it? it's one of the biggest nutritional paradoxes. But without fiber, human civilization would eventually die off. I'm serious about that. I mean that. In a real sense, it would. How many products exactly, if you know off the top of your head, are fiber related at Renew Life? It's got to be well over a dozen, right?
Well, now we probably have fewer. We have kind of the basics, the organic triple fiber, organic clear fiber, and Fiber Smart, and kind of multiple versions of those items.
Good. And what do you all recommend at Renew Life? What's the recommendation for daily amount of daily fiber intake for, let's say, children, adolescents, adults, and then as you move into the lifespan, does the fiber requirement change as we get older? Should it be more? Should it be less? Could you give us a little breakdown of all that?
Sure. The USDA has a really handy guideline for kids. It's the age plus 5 rule. So my little guy at home, Bob, he's 8. So we would add 5 to his age and get 13, and that's how many grams of fiber he needs a day. For adults, the National Institutes of Health recommend 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day, 35 being on that high end, probably more appropriate for men and, sort of larger people in general. But, Brenda, our founder, is famous for creating the Fiber 35 diet, which really bumps it up to 35 grams for everybody. It's a great number to strive for. As you pointed out, there are many cultures in the world, very healthy cultures, who get way more fiber per day than just 35 grams, into the 90s and above many times. So getting more fiber is a way to just support your overall digestive mechanisms. And I think a lot of people don't recognize just how important that is to overall detoxification and just your body's functions.
Is the recommendation 30, 35 because people, companies, and health experts and the like realize that people aren't going to buy anything higher than that? If we said 50 grams of fiber a day, that would be such a message turn off that you wouldn't be able to even get their attention, let alone buy a fiber product. You think, am I wrong about that? Am I just...
No, I mean, I think it's consistent with a lot of the recommendations, right? Like vitamin recommendations are pretty low, and they're derived from, hey, at what level vitamin C will you keep from getting scurvy, and stuff like that. How much vitamin D do you need? So
what would be the minimum?
Rickets?
Yeah, what would be the minimum?
Exactly.
So I don't get rickets.
They don't have optimal health in mind. They have avoidance of disease, which is a totally different point of view, as you know.
Well, vitamin D, I know vitamin D deficiency is huge in nursing homes.
That's a good point. He's right. He's right about that. Gary's right about
that.
that.
The vitamin D thing is really fascinating. My pediatrician just had me supplement my kids with vitamin D recently, and I thought, well, gosh, we live in Florida. Why in the world would they need vitamin D? And I think that's the way a lot of people's minds work. But, of course, knowing what I know and, of course, hearing a lot from your show and other resources, it's like, yep, I think we probably need some more vitamin D for optimal health.
Yeah, I turned up on a blood test deficient in vitamin D. I was shocked. So was my physician.
Isn't it shocking? Yeah.
I said, I'm what? He said, Doc, you're low in vitamin D. I said, I'm low in cash. I'm not the different kind of dollar. I'm low in dollars. I'm not low in D. The other D. She said, no, you are. And she showed me the report. I was several points low. I was out of range.
Wow.
Yeah. So do you have, are the fiber products organized where you have soluble and insoluble together? Soluble by itself, insoluble by itself? How do you all break that out?
Well, we don't have insoluble by itself, but it's interesting. That a natural diet breakdown, like if you were to just get fruits and vegetables, grains and beans and legumes and all the places where you get fiber, it would be about 75% insoluble, 25% soluble. In general, that's kind of the way it shakes out. What we have in our formulas is a similar balance. Organic triple fiber, I know one of your favorites, that's about 65-35, more insoluble fiber. Then we've got the clear fiber, which is all soluble. Now, of course, soluble fiber has gotten a little more love in general from the public and from the nutritional experts because it's helping with things like cholesterol and appetite and, you know, kind of the buzzwords. But the fact is, you really do need more insoluble fiber in the diet, and that's naturally present when you eat food.
When we come back, I'll give you a breakdown of foods where you get the soluble and insoluble. That's a helpful guide. And, you know, Maggie would be the first one to tell you, get your fiber first from your food. If you're inclined not to eat a whole food, plant-based diet, you know, lacking in complex carbs, you're going to be deficient in fiber. Then she would tell you, now you need to supplement. And that's where Renew Life comes in. Renew your life.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilla Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael. We look at the ancient cultures, cultures such as the Shamani. They really are unique. And when you look at their diet, which has been the key to their excellent health, to date, they have virtually no heart disease, very little hypertension, very little type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and so on. What has been the key? The key, one of the elements of their diet is high fiber. They eat twice as much fiber as their nearest neighbor, a cousin of theirs down the road, the Mozitan, who are not doing as well as the Shamani. The Mozitan have fallen prey to modern life and eating in the way with salt, sugar, oil, fat in the diet. And it's fiber, fiber, fiber. And we learn much. Researchers have learned much about the Shamani and their embrace of complex carbohydrate, a whole food, plant-based diet. If you can't eat that, then your next best is turn to Renew Life and get the fiber products. They got enough to satisfy your need, and any way you different delivery systems. One of their educators is back, and it's been a while. Show her picture again. She has been a regular guest on the show for a number of years and took a little hiatus, but she's back. Maggie Johnley. So. You don't have a standalone soluble. Why is that? Why don't companies make a standalone soluble fiber product, if you know?
Well, we don't make a standalone insoluble fiber product.
Oh, you do make a soluble?
Yes.
But you don't make a standalone insoluble?
Correct. Yeah. No, it doesn't typically get isolated that way. And I think a lot of it's marketing too, like the interest and the intrigue is around soluble because of the sort of specific health benefits. Yeah.
And do you have a soluble product that you could mix with coffee?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do?
We have a great one. Yes. Organic clear fiber, one of our best sellers in the category just because it's so easy to use. You can mix it with anything. I mean, and almost anything, I guess I should say. We really shouldn't mix it with, like, carbonated stuff. But otherwise, yeah, it mixes quite easily into foods, beverages. You can cook with it, bake with it. It's really versatile.
Does it change the taste of the food?
It does not. It is tasteless.
How much fiber do you get a day, if you know?
Oh gosh, I've done this before where I kind of count, and it's always really depressing. So I kind of don't do it. But you know, I'm probably kind of low. I do my best in the course of a day to try to eat less in general. Maybe you can relate to that, like intermittent fasting and just eating less in general. And by virtue of doing that, I find that I'm really low in fiber. So what I may want to do is try to incorporate some scoops of triple fiber some kind of way throughout the day. Maybe throw it in my oatmeal or something.
That's an honest answer. I appreciate your honesty. You could have said, I'm not fiber deficient. I got all these products I can get. You gave an honest answer. That's why, I like.
Well, we're always, everybody is just doing their best, and you get a little hung up here and there, or your diet changes, and I'm trying to drop a few pounds before we head into the holidays, and I get them all back. So I'm trying to eat less, The
tsunami of holiday food is upon us. 877-897-8255. You're listening to Maggie Johnley, educator for Renew Life. They're right down the road from us here, not too far, and they're in Clearwater. Coast to coast and globally, you can hear and watch her. And so that's, I need to try that. Put it in coffee to see how I could use more. I could use more fiber myself. I tell people if you start to increase your fiber, you're going to start to drop weight. And they'll say, well, why? Oh, what does it do? Burn the fat? No, I said you'll just eat less because it fills you up. You get a sense of fullness or satiety. You'll tend to eat less. You'd have to work very hard to become overweight or obese on a whole food plant-based diet with a lot of fiber. You'd have to really work hard at that. It's hard. I mean, I tell people you want to lose weight and keep it off and never have to diet again. They say, yes, what's the secret? I said, a whole food plant-based diet. And they look at me like, is that the answer? Oh, they were looking for something better. And then
it can't be that easy,
Or then when I say no meat, no dairy, then they walk away from me.
Well, it's a kind of a controversial standpoint these days, right? What with all the keto and paleo talk. So
there is a lot of keto and paleo talk. I like the way you said that. What do you make of all that talk?
Well, I'm a bit of a believer. I'm not going to lie.
Of which?
Some of the keto stuff I'm intrigued by. I've seen for myself that you do drop weight when you increase some of the healthy fats in the diet. And I'm a big fan of Weston A. Price and some of the, kind of similar to what you were referencing earlier, studying cultures and what do they eat and that kind of stuff. And, stuff like grass-fed butter is a staple in my household and things like that.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
The keto diet I agree that it has great therapeutic clinical benefits. And in a nutrition practice, I would recommend it. I would recommend it short term. I would not recommend it. It's not sustainable long term, in my opinion. You just become ketogenic and you become deficient in the long run. It's not intended for a lifetime, in my opinion. What's your take?
Yeah, I think like many things, and I'm sure you've seen this too, there's a balance, right? I don't think anything is 100% correct. It's almost like politics or religion, right? There's always going to be a point of view, and normally the truth is somewhere in the middle in between all the noise. So you've got to kind of, balance things out. Like if I were truly ketogenic every day, I was for, I think, the first week or so of my keto stint back in the springtime. It was tough. It was really difficult. It was unsustainable for me. And so when I kind of merged the keto principles in with just a plant-based normal kind of healthy-ish diet. I found that was kind of my sweet spot. I think everybody's kind of different in that way.
Diets notwithstanding, and all the varieties, species, and trends and whatnot, the one constant in good health and good diet is fiber. It's a constant that cuts across all these different plans here.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigors Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigors Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigors Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Garko, thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Show, I've been talking about the Tsimane. I've been integrated them into the theme here, the fiber theme. And they are an ancient culture. They are a forager horticulturalist society, hunter-gatherer type. And they live in a certain part of the world. That's the question. Is it Brazil, Bolivia, or Bhutan? Where will we find, if we were to do a research project and get permission from the government, where would we travel to study them? Brazil, Bolivia, or Bhutan? Call this number with the right answer, and you'll win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
I'll give you a hint. Jungle. Maggie, welcome back. Could you list I know you alluded to them. You mentioned triple fiber. That's a fiber product I used from Renew Life for years, the organic triple fiber. Could you list or mention the products again, their names, and what's contained in them, soluble, insoluble, combination, whatever?
Yeah, so the organic triple fiber, the one you like the most, that's a nice powdered and encapsulated formula. It's got organic acacia, organic oat bran, and organic flax. What's great about that is it's so simple. You can add it to anything. You can throw it in your oatmeal. It's a balance of insoluble and soluble fiber, so it's a little bit more reflective of a natural diet. Now, the organic clear fiber is another option. That does not come in capsules. It's just a powder, and it's a clear powder, so you can add it to items that you really don't want to sense that texture change, right? So spaghetti sauce or, what else? Drinks, stuff like that. Coffee, as you mentioned earlier. So you can add that to anything. That's all soluble fiber, and it's about 5 grams per scoop.
When you add, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but before I forget to ask you, if you add soluble fiber to food and drink, it does gel up, doesn't it?
Well, sometimes. What's great about the organic clear fiber is it's a different kind of soluble fiber.
Oh.
It's got a lower viscosity, so it doesn't swell or gel the way some soluble fibers do. It's a nice touch, really, because, as you mentioned, that can be kind of concerning because the texture will change, clearly, if it swells, right? But the acacia fiber just doesn't do that, making it really versatile when you're cooking and baking and just adding it to foods.
How cool. So the question for today, the LTN Health question, where are the Tsimane? They are indigenous to where? Brazil, Bolivia, or Bhutan? 877-897-8255. Right answer, you'll win a $25 gift card. 877-897-TALK. So you got the organic triple fiber. The soluble fiber is called what? Just
organic clear fiber.
Organic clear fiber. And what are some of the other fiber products?
Well, we also have Fiber Smart still. That's in caps and powder. That's a nice little blend of soluble and insoluble fiber too, but it's got some added ingredients for digestive health like glutamine and slippery elm, marshmallow, a little bit of probiotics.
Why do you add those compounds, the glutamine, slippery elm, and so on?
Well, we do because we recognize just how unwell a lot of people's guts are. The additional ingredients are meant to support the gut lining and to really help with folks that tend to be a little bit more prone to constipation.
Yeah, someday I'll do a little tutorial on the show about tight junctions. I'm not talking about toll booths on the interstate or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about tight junctions in the gastrointestinal tract and this whole notion of gastrointestinal impermeability, sometimes known as leaky gut. I'll do that. I'll have to do that in a way so I can keep it entertaining and interesting. Otherwise, it gets a little tedious. But this whole notion of tight junctions, why does the gut leak? How does it leak? Where does it leak? And what can you do? L-glutamine is a good gut lining repair tool, if you will, for the mucosa, right, Maggie?
That's right. In fact, the little bit of glutamine we include in FiberSmart is great, but if you really want that added support, a lot of people choose our Intestinu item, one of our first and most significant item for people with leaky gut. It's a powder, too, and you can use it very easily. Just kind of swish it around in your mouth, and you're done.
That product is amazing. It's called Intestinu?
Yes, that's right.
Intestinu. New Intestinu. You know, there's 12 inches of the human anatomy that is critical. The duodenal cavity. There's certainly a lot of absorption and digestion goes on throughout, absorption throughout that small intestine, but that 12 inches of the duodenal cavity, that space is so critical to health. I should talk about that someday on the show as well. That duodenal cavity, all that goes on in that 12 inches of that colon is remarkable. And when people lose that part of the colon, all kinds of issues occur. So I know you're familiar with these kinds of things, Maggie. I dropped them in because I'm trying to let the audience know that these are the themes that come along with this kind of conversation. Of course, I wouldn't burden you with that today, but
okay, it's great. Anytime you can drop these words in, get people thinking about their digestive anatomy is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you doing for Renew Life these days?
Innovation, new stuff. That's kind of my thing. Still doing training for our retailers and supporting our health food stores.
Well, good. Well, it was nice to have you on the show today. Thank you for stopping by. Please give our best to everybody at Renew Life. We love the company. They've been a supporter of the show for a long, long time, and we're grateful. They're a long-time sponsor. And
that's right.
List those products. Mention those products again.
Organic triple fiber, organic clear fiber if you want soluble, FiberSmart if you want a little extra support.
Yeah, want to be Fiber Smart. Fiber Smart. Thank you, Maggie. Take care of yourself, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you, sir. You too.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of your health. Focus on your diet. I shared with you today the culture of the Tsimane. They are an ancient forager horticulturist society. You can learn a lot from them. Do a little research on them, the Tsimane, and you will come to appreciate their elegance as a culture. Your health is your wealth. Have a wonderful weekend.
Don't be stressed out or anxious.